and yours.
Number 1 in Central California. This is ABC30 Action News, AM Live.
All right, and at 6 a.m. we are tracking breaking news for you. Fire crews have gotten a handle on a fast-moving grass fire that scorched a large chunk of land overnight.
Action News reporter Vanessa Vasconcelos is live at the scene with new details from firefighters. Vanessa?
Yeah, I'm standing here at the outside of this private property where firefighters were actually able to gain access to the fire. From where I'm standing, it was burning on the other side of the Kern and Friant Canal. Now, if you take a look behind me, you do see a few apparatuses out there that are still mopping up the area. They're checking for any hot spots. Now, they tell me they received dozens of calls overnight, some indicating you could see the fire as far as 5 miles away. And now their acreage estimate is close to 300 acres. So as you can see, fire crews were able to get a handle on that fire that is now considered contained. Here's a look at some video that we shot overnight. Fire crews tell me they got the call at around 1:30, but it was burning sometime before that. It spread to about 300 acres, 287 to be exact, and they say windy conditions may have been a factor in the spread.
We did have some wind pushing the fire, but it had been burning quite a while prior to us even being notified. And it's difficult access to get into, trying to get our equipment in, but once we found access, they were able to make quick work with the fire line edge.
Because this is the start of fire season, fire officials say they were ready to fight a fire of this magnitude. Now, about 65 firefighters battled this blaze. There was one structure that was threatened, but they were able to get it contained before that fire spread. Now, they do say that mainly pasture and grassland is what burned. Now, back here live, we do see that there are crews getting out there. Fire crews tell me that this is an active investigation into the cause. Now that the daylight is out, they are probably going to get a better handle on what caused it. I'm going to send it back to you in studio. Amanda, Jason.
All right. Thanks so much, Vanessa, for the latest on that fire near Beeheimer and DeWolf. Now, we have team coverage of the overnight fire. Meteorologist Rob Bradley tracking the conditions in the fire area that helped the fire spread. Good morning, Rob.
Oh, good morning. Yeah, we saw some breezy winds overnight. The winds starting to calm down a little bit this morning, but they were pretty gusty out of the northwest, around 10 to 20 miles an hour last night. This morning, they have calmed down to around 5 to 10 at times, but we still have some gusts out there to 15 miles an hour every once in a while. We're still going to see a pretty breezy day. Some gusts this afternoon and evening could reach 20 and 30 miles an hour. The area of low pressure off to our south responsible for bringing in those gusts is moving on shore today. It could give us a chance for some showers later in the afternoon, but for the most part, those showers stick to the Sierra and the foothills this afternoon. Right now, a few light sprinkles just to the north of Mariposa, moving off to the west and southwest under the east-northeasterly flow around that area of high pressure. We still do have a chance for a sprinkle or two on the valley floor, but aside from that, for the most part, we're looking partly cloudy to partly sunny this morning, and cool temperatures sticking around again as well. 52 degrees right now in Madera, 55 in Fresno. We're up to 57 in Porterville and Visalia, and those temperatures make their way gradually into the mid-60s at 10 o'clock with highs today in the upper 70s and low 80s. We're going to look at what you could expect through the rest of the afternoon and your holiday weekend coming up in 10 minutes. Amanda, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Rob, for that update. Happening now, we're tracking damage from at least 24 tornadoes that were reported across 5 states in the Midwest. 18 twisters were reported in Kansas alone, ripping through homes and taking down trees and power lines. 2 people are in critical condition this morning. In Arkansas, raging flood yesterday swept a 13-year-old boy away, but amazingly, he was found safe several hours later after police heard him calling below a storm grate. He's now recovering. The severe weather is expected again today in the same region.
We're tracking developing news now about Bill Cosby. Legal experts now saying it will be at least a year before he goes to trial on sexual assault charges. A judge ruled yesterday there is enough evidence to try the comedian for a case dating back to 2004. Andrea Stan accuses Cosby of drugging and sexually assaulting her. Cosby faces up to 10 years in prison, but claims the encounter was consensual. Just yesterday, Cosby waived his right to enter a plea, which means the case is now in the hands of lawyers.
And new this morning, lawmakers plan to grill the head of the TSA in just a little while on Capitol Hill. Millions of Americans are fed up over long wait times at airport security checkpoints around the country. Lawmakers are vowing to fix the issue. They've already started making changes ahead of the busy travel season. They fired the TSA's top security official earlier this week. Today's hearing gets underway at 7 a.m. Also new from overnight, President Obama is wrapping up his 3-day visit to Vietnam in celebrity fashion. ABC's Arlette Saenz shows us the town hall meeting that ended just a little while ago.
The President of the United States of America, Barack Obama.
President Obama received a rock star welcome in Ho Chi Minh City.
Hello.
Mr. President, I want to say that you are so handsome.
Oh. Okay.
The president spent his final day in Vietnam with young leaders, fielding this question about his marijuana use when he was young.
So like smoking weed and, things like that. I wonder what makes you from that guy become a guy who, care about the society.
You never know exactly why something inside you clicks and you decide to take a different path.
The president even asking this young musician to rap for him.
Answer your question, then why don't you give me a little rap? Let's see what you got. Do you need like a little beat?
Đứa mà đời vậy là hay, it's been a crazy day. Khi mà ta nhắm hai đôi mắt xuống mái chèo trời với mây.
His stop here caps off a 3-day trip to Vietnam, where the president ended a decades-long lethal arms embargo. Secretary of State John Kerry insisted the move had nothing to do with China.
This is not about China. Nothing that we did here or are doing here is focused on China. We're not saying China is wrong in its claims. We're simply saying resolve it peacefully, resolve it through a rules-based structure.
President Obama is now on his way to Japan, where tomorrow he'll meet with leaders at the G7 summit. On Friday, he makes that historic stop at Hiroshima, becoming the first American president to visit the city since the U.S. launched an atomic bomb during World War II. Arlette Saenz, ABC News, Ho Chi Minh City.
At 6:07, we're tracking breaking news now out of southeast Fresno. Home has been completely destroyed. You're looking at it live right now. Another severely damaged house fire in the Fresno area. Take a look at these live pictures. An abandoned home leveled just a little while ago. It's in a neighborhood near First and Tulare. The flames broke out just about 4 a.m. and at one point the flames caught a neighboring home on fire as well. At this time, we don't know of any injuries or damages.
Action News time now, 6:07. Coming up, we have details on Donald Trump's visit to Fresno this Friday.
Plus, we're live with the violence that broke out at the latest Trump event in New Mexico and where he's headed today in California.
Also ahead, a story you'll only see on Action News. Hear from the mother of a North Valley special needs student who was given a pot brownie by a classmate.
But before we go, we're getting a live look at the North Valley from our Merced Skycam. Rob Bradley is straight ahead. He's got your holiday weekend forecast coming up.
This portion of Action News is brought to you by Ashley Furniture.
It's the best ever Ashley Home Store Memorial Day sale. This week, save up to 25% store-wide with great prices for every room, or pay no interest for 6 years, plus up to 70% off clearance. Don't miss the best ever Memorial Day sale. Ashley Home Store. This is home. Fresno, Visalia, and Bakersfield.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
Central Valley Honda's Memorial Day Race to Save is on, with supercharged savings like $159 a month on Fit, a U.S. News & World Report 2016 Best Car for the Money, $179 on Civic, 2016 North American Car of the Year, and $189 on Accord, a Car and Driver 10 Best a record 30 times. But you better step on it. Our Race to Save event ends May 31st, so see your Central Valley Honda dealer now.
The 100th Indianapolis 500, only on ABC30. Sponsored by
Wheel King.
Coming up, Rob Bradley with the exclusive Storm 130 forecast, the fastest, most powerful weather tracking system in Central California.
As your councilman, I helped get this police station built, and we successfully fought against out-of-control crime and turned Fresno into an all-America city. Now, I've been walking for months talking with you. We share the same concerns. Hi, I'm Gary Bredefeld. Crime increasing again, homelessness, panhandling, and we need to build more neighborhood parks and keep them safe. With experience and a can-do attitude, there's nothing Fresno can't accomplish. With your support, we'll get it done again. I'd be honored to have your vote.
Paid for by Bredefeld for Fresno City Council.
I don't want to lie down. I refuse to lie down.
Why suffer? Stand up to chronic migraine with Botox. Botox is the only treatment for chronic migraine shown to actually prevent headaches and migraines before they even start. Botox is for adults with chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more. It's injected by a doctor once every 12 weeks and is covered by most insurance.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't take Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Don't take your chronic migraine lying down. Stand up.
Prevent headaches and migraines. Talk to a headache specialist today.
This is ABC30 Action News AM Live with Amanda Venegas, Jason Oliveira, and meteorologist Rob Bradley with the Storm 130 forecast.
All right, welcome back here to Action News as we get you ready for your Wednesday. Thanks for waking up with us. It's National Wine Day, so
Oh, gosh.
after
cheese
your,
with that?
Yeah, of course, right? So after your coffee, get some
Can I
get some
redo?
Merlot or
I want to
something.
redo this holiday later on after I have the baby. You know.
There you go.
There you go. Just
Have
stockpile
it
the
ready,
wine
and
now.
then, yeah, you can have a week of wine day afterwards.
Right, there you go. All right, right now, cooler temperatures outside.
Yeah.
We're enjoying these, though.
Yeah, you
know?
better enjoy it while you
Right?
can. Yeah, still temperatures are nice and cool outside this morning, staying below average again for what is the sixth consecutive day. But you should enjoy this nice little break we're having in late May, because the temperatures are going to warm up as we head through the weekend. Downtown Fresno sky cams looking really nice this morning. Partly cloudy to partly clear skies with some good color out there. Don't forget to send us your sunrise photos with hashtag ABC30 Insider so we can get them on air. Mid-50s at the moment, dew points in the upper 40s. Northwesterly winds still sticking up at 8 miles an hour in Fresno. But we're mostly in the low to mid-50s across the valley floor. Very similar to where we have been the last couple of days with temperatures in the morning. So you still might need a sweater to start the day. Those northwesterly winds still staying breezy up to 10 miles an hour in Lemoore at the moment. Out of the south in Porterville at 5 miles an hour. Your fog tracker staying clear here, but again, if you are commuting, heading out to the west this morning, some patchy dense fog expected along the coast to around 9:30 or 10 o'clock before we finally start to clear up. A little bit of fog possible closer to the Sleuth, but shouldn't really affect your visibility or your commute on the valley floor. 73 degrees at noon today with partly cloudy skies. We do have a chance to see a few isolated patches of drizzle come off of the Sierra later in the afternoon, but for the most part, we're staying very dry today on the valley floor. The rain mostly sticks to the Sierra and foothills where it has been this morning. A few light showers have been moving through Madera, Mariposa County, but those showers are started to dwindle a little bit. We'll see those showers pick back up, though, more later in the afternoon after we get some sunshine on the mountains and start heating up a little bit. A few light sprinkles off in Kern County this morning as well. That's a pattern we're going to see through the afternoon today. As the afternoon continues, we see those showers pick up back up over the foothills and mountains. A few isolated thunderstorms possible. As the winds shift to the north, though, we see a few of those sprinkles make their way off of the mountains onto the valley floor, and that's your isolated chance for some sprinkles this afternoon. But for the most part, again, today and tomorrow, the rain sticks to the Sierra and the foothills, with less of a chance in the foothills tomorrow afternoon, mostly just for the higher elevations. Today, we're pretty nice, still in the upper 70s for the most part. Tomorrow at 83 degrees. By Friday, we're back closer to average at 87. We're looking at 90s for the weekend. I'll let you know when to expect those temperatures coming up in just a bit. Right now, let's go get a check on those roads once again with CHP officer Scott Jobiger. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, Rob. Good morning, everyone. Outside, we go to that live traffic tracker where things are still looking good on your freeways across the valley this morning. We do have that one crash working in Tulare County. Avenue 256 at Oakmore Street. 2 vehicles involved in an injury crash there with reports of a pin-in as well. One of those vehicles off into the field. CHP and emergency crews investigating that crash right now. And take a look up in Merced County this morning where things are moving smoothly. No problems on your freeways. Everything in the green and at the limit. And county roads looking just as good in that portion of the valley this morning. That's a look at your traffic, folks. Keep driving safely, and please buckle those seatbelts every time you get in that vehicle. I'll send it back to Jason and Amanda in the studio.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. Action News time now, 6:14. Still to come, why it's now do or die time for the Golden State Warriors.
Well, it's a recap of last night's season finale of Dancing with the Stars and where the winner will be just minutes from now.
This is the Action News Community Calendar. Hello, I'm Graciela Moreno. Taking some great music in downtown Fresno. Santana tribute band Heavy Weather takes the stage this Friday at Arte Americas. It's part of the Nights in the Plaza concert series. And take the kids to Open Cockpit Day at the Castle Air Museum Sunday. See vintage planes and learn about military history. And get your ticket to the Pink Party Saturday, June 4th at the Sunnyside Country Club. Details at abc30.com.
Toyota time is on now with great deals on your favorite Toyotas. But hurry, this event ends May 31st. Only through Tuesday, get $2,000 total cash back on a 2016 Corolla. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, is the internet still out? Yes. Oh, nothing.
Work together, work together, work together. Do you have anything? No, I don't have anything.
Please come back, internet. I love you so much. Just come back, please, please. He's streaming a cat video. And the whole party's looking at me. Come on.
Get high-speed internet from AT&T with 99.9% reliability for just $30 a month. Keep calm, your internet's on.
This Memorial Day, Lithia Mazda of Fresno is giving back to the ones who've sacrificed it all for America. With nearly 250 new Mazda cars in stock, we're announcing Fresno Mazda's military pricing to all active armed forces, recent veterans, and their families. That's $500 additional savings on top of all current incentives on new Mazdas, like the new Mazda CX-5, 35 miles per gallon highway, or the new Mazda 6, 40 mpg highway, even the new Mazda Miata with 36 mpg highway. This Memorial Day, celebrate with a great deal. Get to Lithia Mazda of Fresno today, online at FresnoMazda.com.
Luck is just around the corner at Table Mountain Casino. Win big jackpots and massive cash playing your favorite slots and table games. Plus, enjoy top-name entertainment and an incredible buffet and an award-winning restaurant. So let the games begin. Voted best local casino. Table Mountain, Central Valley's casino for winning. Table Mountain Casino. Get your win on.
The American Indian Shop is moving. June 4th is the grand opening of their new location at Fresno Street and Alluvial. Save 20% on all contemporary items store-wide. The American Indian Shop, their new location at Fresno Street and Alluvial next to Sal's.
Toyota time is on now with great deals on your favorite Toyotas. But hurry, this event ends May 31st. It's your last chance to get the best Memorial Day deals on the best selection of SUVs. Toyota, let's go places.
All right, welcome back. 6:17 right now, and the Warriors find themselves in a hole after getting blown out on the road against the Thunder. Of course, we're talking about the Western Conference Finals here. First time all season, the Warriors have lost back-to-back games. We're showing a lot of Klay Thompson highlights here. He ended up scoring 19 points in a row at one point, still not enough. My man Russell Westbrook messed around, had a triple-double, 118-90 for the final. Remember, hey, this is a team the Warriors won 73 games this season. Now they're one game away from getting eliminated from the postseason.
All right, last night's Dancing with the Stars winner right here will be on Good Morning America. Later this morning, you know who won? Niall DeMarco, the show's first completely deaf contestant, took home the Mirror Ball Trophy. He beat out GMA meteorologist Ginger Z and UFC fighter Paige Van Zandt. Now, DeMarco dedicated his win to the 70 million deaf people living in the world today. Another season of Dancing with the Stars is expected to start in September, and we actually have a lot of deaf viewers here in the Central Valley, including my parents. We're very excited about this. And as my dad says, he's the champ. That's the word for the champ.
He's champ. How do we show that? How do you do that?
Champ.
Champ. That's how
and
you
we go like
champ.
this to, do a clap. So
very cool. Very cool. Congratulations to Niall. Is that his name?
Yeah,
okay.
Niall.
All right, moving on now to weather. We're warming up on this Wednesday. Let's check in now with Rob with another update. Hey there, Rob.
Hey there, good morning. Yeah, still warming up just a little bit, but you can still and should enjoy the cool temperatures this afternoon. Looking a little bit stormy from Glacier Point this morning in Yosemite. Still a chance for some showers, even a few thunderstorms this afternoon in the Sierra. Highs today, though, stick around, right around those upper 70s on the valley floor. Right around the upper 70s yesterday, 77 in Merced, 79 in Fresno, and 79 in Porterville as well. Your highs this afternoon don't change a whole lot. Warming up about a degree or two in some spots, but for the most part, right around where we saw those temperatures yesterday. 79 in Fresno, 79 in Merced, up to 81 in Madera today, with northwesterly winds staying a bit breezy, 5 to 15 miles an hour through the afternoon. In the foothills, expecting another nice day. Slight chance for some showers and thunderstorms later in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 60s in Mariposa and Oakhurst, but 70s just about everywhere else, with light westerly winds at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Still staying mild for the most part. In the Sierra, temperatures making their way up to the 50s and 60s for the most part today. Huntington Lake at 47 degrees, Sequoia National Park at 48, but your snow level does start moving up a bit, 8,500 feet this afternoon, so you're not likely to see snow in the Sierra unless you are hiking somewhere very high up. You see some clouds making their way off the mountains this morning. We're looking at partly sunny to partly clear skies to start the day. That area of low pressure that's moving on shore at the moment will continue to give us this wraparound flow from the east and northeast, eventually shifting to the north in the afternoon. And that'll give us a chance to pull off a few of those showers from the Sierra onto the valley floor, but the rain chance looks very light here, and the rain, if it does fall, should be very light as well. Chance for showers the next 2 afternoons as area of low pressure makes its way off to the east, keeping the cooler air around today and tomorrow, but high pressure moves in for the weekend to quickly warm us up. And still, though, chance for showers sticks around in the Sierra through the next 3 or 4 days, with a possibility for isolated showers to continue into the weekend in the Sierra, but for the most part, things look to quiet down as we head into your Memorial Day weekend. But here on the valley floor, we are going to warm up. Your rainfall total estimates get up to around 1/2 inch to 1 inch in spots in the Sierra, but for the most part, the rain, snow should be light, except where thunderstorms form. 79 degrees for your Wednesday. We're up to 87 by Friday, and just in time for Memorial Day, we're back in the 90s. Jason and Amanda, back to you.
All right, 90s. There we go. 6:20 right now. Coming up, the overnight DUI crash on a Fresno freeway off-ramp.
Later on, the bullfighting investigation underway this morning in the North Valley. Why authorities are concerned for the safety of the animals.
Exercising with knee pain next on AM Live.
Action News is brought to you by Discount Tire Centers.
When you see this truck, it means another neighbor is going to sleep better tonight because they went to Sleep Train's Ticket to Tempur-Pedic event.
I recommend this bed to everyone and anyone.
Through Memorial Day, get interest-free financing until 2020 on Tempur-Pedic. Get a Visa gift card valued up to $400 with Tempur-Breeze movable sets. And of course, same-day delivery. Are you next? Hurry, this special offer ends Memorial Day at Sleep Train. Big bug!
Oh, it's just a bug. I'll get it.
Don't let this happen to you.
Oh, thanks, Clark. We needed you.
My grandpa is the smartest and most caring man I know, and he'll be a great mayor for Fresno. My grandpa is Lee Brand. He and my grandma have raised me since I was 2. They've taught me the value of setting goals and working hard. He's the strong, silent type. He's been successful in business and on the city council.
I'll be the mayor for all of Fresno, east and west, north and south. I'll work hard and smart to make our city better.
I'm not quite old enough to vote yet, but if I was, I would vote for my grandpa, Lee Brand.
America's Tire wants to help you keep your tires safe. Here's your tire safety checklist: pressure, alignment, rotations, and tread. Or come by America's Tire and let us check it for you. It's free and takes just a few minutes. And if you're low on tread, come by this Friday and Saturday for incredible Memorial Day deals. You can save up to $320 on select tire and wheel packages purchased with America's Tire credit. Thank you, America's Tire.
The Kia Certified Pre-Owned Sales Event continues at Future Kia of Clovis. Over 50 certified pre-owned Kias in stock, like a 2013 Kia Soul for only $11,577 or a 2013 Optima for only $16,777, plus 30 other makes and models in stock now. The Future Kia of Clovis Certified Pre-Owned Sales Event is only at Future Kia of Clovis on Shaw Avenue or cloviskia.com 24/7.
All right, welcome back. 6:23, another Workout Wednesday here on AM Live. This morning, we're focusing on people who have knee pain.
Action News fitness expert Rhonda Murphy shows us how to exercise it without hurting your knee more.
When trying to exercise and you have knee pain, it can make it very difficult because you want to exercise, but it hurts. So you don't exercise, you gain weight, and then your knee hurts even worse. So you fall into this vicious cycle. So what I'd like to do is show you some exercise that we do with knee pain so we can try to alleviate that and try to help you so you can get back on your game. So Vince is a very competitive trap shooter, so he's on his feet a lot. So what we have to do, he's got a bad knee, so we got to try to keep him in the game. So the biggest key we're going to do is try to strengthen the muscles around the knee. So the first thing we're going to do, Vince, is we're going to march. So just bring, so he's got some light weight on top of his knees, and he's really actually strengthening the quadricep and that hip flexor. So really trying to strengthen that. You want to start off, you know, with nice and light weight, but as you get stronger, you can always add a little bit more weight. Okay, Vince, let's do the next exercise. You're going to straighten your leg all the way out and then bring that up. There you go. Again, with a little added resistance, what that does is it really loads the muscle around that knee. So we want to strengthen the muscle around that joint. So really work on top of that. Again, you want to stay consistent, but again, listen to your body. And if it's a little too difficult, you're going to have to go see your doctor and see if there's some alternative. The last exercise we're going to do, Vince, is a calf raise. So now we're going to work the bottom up. So it's a calf raise and bring it down. Really flex that calf, bring it down, explode the muscle. Really concentrate on working around that joint, and you're going to see some pain relief. I'm Rhonda Murphy with your Workout Wednesday.
For more of Rhonda's fitness tips, go to ABC30.com or try our mobile apps.
Action News time is now 6:25. In our next half hour, we're learning more about Donald Trump's upcoming visit to downtown Fresno.
Plus, we're live tracking a violent night at a Trump rally in New Mexico and the protesters peppered spray by riot officers.
And I'm Vanessa Vasconcelos live in Fresno County. Coming up on Action News AM Live, we are following an overnight fire that burned close to 300 acres. Why fire crews say they were prepared for a fire of this size.
All right, thanks, Vanessa. But first, here's a look at this morning's Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, Twitter is officially relaxing its 140-character rule.
Photos, videos, GIFs, even users' handles will not count toward the limit. The changes are expected in the coming months.
And Pebble, the company known for its line of smartwatches, has just unveiled a new product. The Core is a small button-shaped device that's part fitness tracker, part streaming music player.
And it contains 2 smart buttons, which can be programmed to do everything from order an Uber car to turn on your house lights.
And Google won't give specific numbers, but it does admit it performs trillions of searches a year. 4 years ago, the search giant gave that number as 1.2 trillion.
Now, trillions implies at least 2 trillion a year, or almost 4 million per minute.
That's a lot of searches.
That is a lot, if you can do the math.
Those are your Tech Bites.
Have a great day.
A chance for a straight shower still in the forecast. Find out where on AM Live.
In a good, clean salad, every ingredient is the main ingredient. The new Green Goddess Cobb with avocado, bacon, freshly made dressing, tomato.
What was that?
And chicken. At Panera, food as it should be.
This pimple's gonna last forever.
Oh, come on. Clearasil Ultra works fast to begin visibly clearing up skin in as little as 12 hours. And acne won't last forever. Just like your mom won't walk in on you forever.
Stephen! Stephen! Stephen!
I've expired.
Stephen! Stephen!
You see what I'm saying? Acne won't last. But for now, let's be clear. Clearasil works fast. And discover Clearasil 5-in-1. One simple step to fight 5 signs of acne.
Good morning. Good morning.
There are 16 fresh-picked oranges squeezed into each bottle of Tropicana Pure Premium, and absolutely no space for added sugar, water, or preservatives. Tropicana. We put the good in morning.
You can check on them. You can worry about them. You can even choose a car for them.
Honey, are you okay?
I'm okay.
Love.
We're okay.
It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Right now, get 0% APR financing on the 2016 Subaru Forester.
Fresno County weathered the recession with an old-school conservative approach.
Supervisor Henry Perea is best equipped. Fresno needs a leader who won't waste effort or money.
Unlike the city, we never came close to bankruptcy or handed out big bonus checks. As mayor, I'll bring old school back to City Hall.
For an old school conservative approach to our money, Henry Perea for mayor, the choice of the Fresno Bee.
Competition can fuel the body and mind, but is your child having fun in sport? Too much pressure to perform can lead to burnout and possible injury. make sure there is a good balance between sports, school, and other activities. Keep it fun, and you'll score big with your kids.
ABC30, Valley Children's Hospital, the Fresno County Office of Education, and the Educational Employees Credit Union. Partners putting children first. ABC30 Action News AM Live starts now with 15 minutes of nonstop news.
At 6:30, we're following breaking news of a grass fire that broke out in northeast of Clovis overnight that grew to about 200 acres. It was burning near Beeheimer and DeWolf, not far from several housing developments.
Yeah, before we get to your forecast and traffic, let's get the latest from fire investigators with Action News reporter Vanessa Vasconcelos now joining us live from the scene. Vanessa.
Amanda, Jason, now that the sun is up, we're getting that much closer to finding out what caused this fire that spread to close to 300 acres. Now, you can see just behind me that the fire is, for the most part, contained. You do see a few engines out there that are still monitoring some hot spots. A CAL FIRE battalion chief tells me that there are 9 engines still monitoring the area. Now, take a look at our video that we shot overnight. Fire officials tell me they received dozens of calls starting at around 1:30, some indicating you could see the fire as far as 5 miles away. Now, upon arrival, they say the fire had been burning for some time before the first call came in. It spread to 287 acres, and they say windy conditions may have been a factor in the spread. The fire is now considered contained, but because this is the start of fire season, fire officials said they were ready to fight a fire of this magnitude.
With the current fire danger we're having here in the Central Valley, with the fields conditions, the amount of annual grasses we have, we've upstaffed our unit, so we're at a peak staffing right now, which means we have all our engines, all our dozers, and all our crews in place. So for us to start having activity like this, it just proves the fact that we staffed early enough to manage these incidents appropriately.
And on that staff, they had 65 firefighters battling the blaze. One structure was threatened, but they were able to get the fire contained before reaching it. Firefighters say mainly pasture and grassland is what burned. Back here live from where we're standing, the fire burned on the other side of the Friant Kern Canal. Once again, fire investigators are actively investigating the cause as well as trying to find a point of origin. Right now, that's still unknown, but the investigation should get easier now that it's daylight. I'm going to send it back to you in studio. Amanda, Jason.
Thanks so much, Vanessa, for that live report. We also have breaking news out of southeast Fresno. A home has been destroyed and 2 others damaged in an early morning fire. You're taking a live look right now of the damage right here. You can see some of the smoke right there. Now, the abandoned home was leveled just a little while ago. It's in a neighborhood near First and Tulare. Those flames broke out just before 4 a.m. And at one point, the flames actually caught 2 neighboring homes on fire. One had pretty severe damage. The other house had just minor damage. Investigators are still looking for the cause.
All right, at 6:32, we're getting another check of our weather here with meteorologist Rob Bradley. Hey, Rob.
Hey there, good morning. We're looking at cool conditions once again to start the day. Light winds now, but they were a little bit gusty last night, which may have contributed to the spread of that fire this morning. We're still looking at low to mid-50s. You might need a sweater as you head outside the door if you have the last couple of days. Wind speeds have calmed down to around 5 to 10 miles an hour out of the northwest, but we still see some gusts about 15 miles an hour at times this morning, and they will pick back up later in the afternoon. We did have a few light showers making their way through Mariposa and Madera County. Those have since died down, moved off a little bit farther to the north, but we will have another chance for some showers later in the afternoon as low pressure continues to exit the region, keeping us in the cool temperatures today, but also keeping those showers around mostly in the Sierra and foothills through the afternoon. Temperatures this morning warming up to around 56 at 7 o'clock, 73 at noon. We're up to 79 at 4 o'clock today. Still with a chance for an isolated patch of drizzle coming off the Sierra onto the valley floor, but for the most part, the rain stays in the mountains, and we just start warming up from here. We'll get a look at your futurecast in just a few minutes and what you could expect for that holiday weekend. Right now, let's go to Scott Jobbiger and get a check on those roads. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, Rob. Good morning, everyone. Outside we go to that live traffic tracker where things are looking good on your freeways across the valley. We do have one accident happening down in Tulare County. It's going to be in Porterville, Olive at Newcomb Street. Reports of a vehicle versus an ambulance at that location. No injuries reported. Roadway is clear through that area. CHP and Porterville PD headed to that location. Be careful if you are in that area this morning. Back here in the Fresno area, your freeways are accident-free and at the limit. Good look at your county roads as well for your morning commute. We'll take you for a live look at 180 and 99, and traffic is light right now through that portion of Fresno. It remains so until we approach that 8 o'clock hour. That's a look at your traffic, folks. Keep driving safely out there. I'll send it back to Jason and Amanda in the studio.
Scott, thank you. We're tracking breaking news now out of the Bay Area. Firefighters are fighting a fire at a shopping center in Santa Clara. This is video just into the Action newsroom. Officials say 7 businesses have been destroyed since the fire sparked just after 4 a.m. A restaurant, a bakery, and jewelry store all burned. No word yet if anyone was hurt. The cause is under investigation. We will continue to provide updates as soon as they become available. Now, your voice, your vote. Donald Trump will be campaigning here in Fresno on Friday, appearing at the convention center in downtown at 10 a.m. The Republican is expected to talk about issues like our drought and water policies. Doors will open at 7 a.m. You can find a link for ticketing information at ABC30.com and our mobile apps.
Well, there's concern Trump's visit could spark violence here in the Valley. Check out this scene from last night at a Trump event in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Protesters there threw rocks and bottles, forcing officers to use pepper spray to break up the crowds. Trump will be in Southern California later today, along with Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. ABC's Stephanie Ramos has new overnight details and is live with another update. Good morning, Stephanie.
Amanda, good morning. Well, Donald Trump is back to campaigning, and not without controversy. At his first event back, as you just mentioned, swarms of protesters showed up to greet him.
Angry protests erupting outside of this Donald Trump rally in New Mexico. Rocks and bottles flying, fires lit, demonstrators trampling police cruisers. Police using pepper spray and tear gas to break up crowds as Trump supporters come together inside. Some protesters even finding their way in. Trump interrupted just over half a dozen times.
How old is this kid? Get out of here.
Trump back on the campaign trail after a short hiatus, with his attention dead set on Hillary Clinton, the GOP presumptive nominee, responding to Clinton's new ad that takes him to task for cashing in on the housing market collapse.
I mean, I'm a businessman, so when the housing market goes down, I guess what she'd like to do, you see, if she did it, she'd want to buy at the top.
Hillary Clinton sticking with her strategy, not letting up on Trump's business record, then hitting him on his taxes, even his ego and campaign style.
It may have started out as entertainment, but now it's really, really concerning.
But Clinton stopped short of almost praising Trump on the Ellen Show.
You've got to give him what he's accomplished. But I think that once the seriousness of the general election really hits people, he has to start being held accountable.
As for endorsements, the Trump campaign was expecting one today from top GOP leader House Speaker Paul Ryan. But Ryan's aides disputed that claim this morning, saying do not expect anything today. In Washington, I'm Stephanie Ramos for Action News AM Live. Amanda and Jason, back to you.
Stephanie, thank you. New this morning, investigators in Fresno are looking for the cause of a late-night house fire in a neighborhood near McKinley and First. The fire started in the home's garage before 11 last night near Weldon and Norris Drive. The family inside smelled smoke and was able to get out before crews arrived. The flames damaged the home's attic, but firefighters stopped it from spreading. No one was hurt, and the damage is estimated at $50,000.
Also new this morning, the Highway Patrol is investigating a suspected drunk driving crash in northwest Fresno. Officers say a man was speeding on the Herndon off-ramp on Highway 41 last night, lost control, and then drove into the path of a Jeep. The people in the Jeep had minor injuries, but the driver who hit them is in the hospital. He's expected to survive, and officials say he may face DUI charges once he's released.
An update now to breaking news you first saw on AM Live yesterday. The hit-and-run driver who killed a man on a bicycle in Kingsburg is still on the run. Nathan Bolton died yesterday morning after he was hit by a white Dodge pickup. The driver kept going, and authorities across the valley are trying to track them down. The crash happened while Bolton was on his way to work at Kings River Golf and Country Club.
We'd heard the ambulance go by, and a little later we had heard that somebody had been hit on a bike, and of course, you put two and two together and got to wonder if it's the same guy. And of course, I drove out there and it was.
If you have any information, you're asked to call authorities. You could possibly see someone with damage to the front driver's side.
Extra officers will be at Clovis West High School this morning after a threatening message was discovered in a bathroom on campus. Now, school officials do not believe this threat is credible. They say classes will resume as normal, and those additional Clovis Unified officers will only be there as a precaution. Fresno police have also been notified of the threat.
Only here on Action News, a special needs student from Los Banos is recovering this morning. Her mom says she ate a pot-laced brownie given to her by a classmate. 16-year-old Minnie Flores was walking to Pacheco High School when her mother says she got the marijuana edible. It's the third reported case of edible drugs being sold at the school in the last week alone. The Los Banos Police Department says one of Minnie's classmates is being investigated for supplying it.
The girl said to the school that she sold it. Now, if she said she sold it, she put herself out there for charges.
Minnie's mom says her daughter did not know what was in the brownie. Administrators are also looking into the incident.
And at 6:40 now, time for our forecast. Rob, standing by to tell us about the latest changes and when we'll be warming up, Rob.
Well, we're still staying cool for today and tomorrow below average. We only have 2 more days left, so get outside and enjoy them while you can, at least on the valley floor. We do start to warm up after, well, today starts to warm up, but we don't stop until we get through the weekend. Hendrick Chevrolet Skycam looking pretty good this morning. Partly clear to partly cloudy skies right now. Temperatures mostly in the mid-50s with dew points in the upper 40s. Staying a little bit humid this morning. Winds out of the northwest at around 8 miles an hour. Temperatures, though, for the most part, staying cool, below average to start the day in those low to mid-50s. And for the most part, your fog tracker is staying clear once again here, unless you're headed to the coast. Wind speeds picking up at 5 to 10 miles an hour out of the northwest this morning. Those will pick up as we head through the afternoon, and even as you head towards lunchtime, you can see some gusty winds to 15, even 20 miles an hour in the South Valley. And then as we head towards the late afternoon and early evening, some gusts pick up to 25, even 30 miles an hour as you get closer to Los Banos. Some gusts a little bit above that possible as you get closer to the Pacheco Pass. Air quality is looking pretty good today, though, across the valley floor. The area of low pressure that's sweeping through, still keeping us clear there. A few sprinkles still making their way in just north of Mariposa this morning, but for the most part, we have dried out a little bit over the Sierra to start the day, but showers will return this afternoon as an area of low pressure that's sweeping off to the south and east continues to bring in showers off of the Sierra later in the day. You see the showers building, and then as the wind shifts to the north, that's when you have a chance to see a sprinkle or two make their way off the Sierra onto the valley floor, but just an isolated shower or two, and it should be light as it does move onto the valley floor. And those showers do die down overnight before we see them pick back up again tomorrow afternoon. Highs on the valley floor today stay below average by a good 6 or 7 degrees, up to 79 in Fresno today. Low 80s and upper 70s across the entire valley floor with isolated drizzle possible just closer to the Sierra. In the foothills, warming up to the 60s and 70s this afternoon with that slight chance for showers and thunderstorms sticking around. Westerly winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour. And a very nice day on the way in the foothills. If you don't see the rain, even if you do, it still should be pretty nice. In the Sierra, warming up to the 40s and 50s today, 65 on the valley floor in Yosemite with partly sunny skies and a chance for rain and thunderstorms sticking around through the early evening. We'll get another look at your future casts as we head into the weekend, let you know when to expect those 90s again coming up in 10 minutes. Jason, Amanda, back to you.
All right, Rob, sounds good. 6:42 right now. The sport of bullfighting is under investigation this morning in the North Valley.
The Merced County Sheriff's Office is promising a crackdown. This is YouTube video of a bullfight held in Gustine. Those fights are part of Portuguese culture and popular this time of year. That bull is taunted by a matador. The lances are supposed to be tipped with Velcro and aimed at Velcro patches on the bull's shoulder. Authorities, though, say some participants are altering the lances with sharp objects, which is hurting the animals.
Spears, and there's nothing else to call them but spears. Most of these are homemade items, and there are nails driven into the tip of these, covered by a Velcro band.
The sheriff says they've charged about a dozen people with misdemeanors in recent weeks in connection with the bullfights. The events are legal as long as organizers follow restrictions for using the Velcro lances.
Action News time now, 6:43. Coming up next year on AM Live, when you can get tickets for next year's Super Bowl.
Plus, we're monitoring Wall Street for you this morning. Get those latest numbers in a live report from New York City. Right now, we're up about 104 points.
But first, let's check in with Amy Robach with a look ahead at Good Morning America.
Good morning, Amanda and Jason. Coming up next here on GMA, breaking overnight, a suspect in custody after a highway shooter opened fire on random cars in Arizona. At least one motorist injured in the attack. We'll have the latest on that developing story next on GMA.
This portion of Action News is brought to you by Fashion Furniture.
The 56th Annual Memorial Day clearance at Fashion Furniture starts Friday at 10 a.m. Up to 50% savings on selected items, plus 0% financing will save you even more. Friday through Monday at Fashion Furniture on El Paso across from River Park.
What shall I do to put myself by your side? What shall I do to put myself along by your side?
The 56th Annual Memorial Day clearance at Fashion Furniture starts Friday at 10 a.m. Up to 50% savings on selected items, plus 0% financing will save you even more. Friday through Monday at Fashion Furniture on El Paso across from River Park.
Coming up, Rob Bradley with the exclusive Storm 130 forecast, the fastest, most powerful weather tracking system in Central California.
Toyota time is on now with great deals on your favorite Toyotas. But hurry, this event ends May 31st. Through Tuesday, get 0% financing for 60 months or $1,000 cash back on the all-new Prius. Toyota, let's go places.
Hungry Hair Salon at Fig Garden Village.
Named one of the most influential women in Congress, Loretta Sanchez is a senior member of the Armed Services and Homeland Security Committees. Loretta Sanchez courageously voted against the Iraq War and the Wall Street bailout. Loretta Sanchez is the only candidate with national security experience.
I want to create jobs, expand educational opportunity and health care, and pass immigration reform. I'm Loretta Sanchez, and I approve this message because I'm ready to meet our challenges at home and abroad.
Toyota time is on now with great deals on your favorite Toyotas. But hurry, this event ends May 31st. Don't miss your last chance to lease the stylish 2016 Camry for only $189 per month. Toyota, let's go places.
This morning, wake up to the biggest, baddest, most epic dancing after party ever on GMA. The winning couple and all the finalists flew cross-country overnight to get here. And yes, that includes our Ginger. This morning, the party's on.
Good morning, America! This is ABC30 Action News AM Live with Amanda Venegas, Jason Oliveira, and meteorologist Rob Bradley with the Storm 130 forecast.
Action News time now, 6:47. Well, if you're looking to get married with all the planning that goes into it, Parker and the Fresno Grizzlies want to help you out.
Yeah, Parker is an ordained minister. You see the picture there. And tomorrow he's ready to marry couples in love right on the spot. It's part of the Grizzlies' My Big Fat Fresno Wedding. Now, the team is offering a couple of tickets for $20 as long as you bring a wedding license to the game. You could get married. Parker will then hold a special ceremony for all you lovebirds out there. And don't worry, yes, he does have all the proper paperwork to prove that he is qualified. And in business news now, stocks are up about 100 points so far this morning on Wall Street.
Maribel Aber is live at the NASDAQ market site in New York City monitoring those numbers. Good morning, Maribel.
Good morning. Nice transition, guys. Nice follow-up, too, to yesterday's big gains for stocks. Oil prices are up this morning. That's helping send the markets higher. The Dow's up 102 points, NASDAQ up 12, and the S&P up 10. 5 people have been arrested and accused of impersonating IRS agents in a phone scam. The group are all Cuban nationals and were arrested in Miami. They were accused of tricking victims into paying $2 million in the scam. Now, Treasury officials say the scammers would call victims, then demand they wire money to pay off tax debts. Finally, tickets to the Super Bowl will go on sale in June. That's 8 months before the game and the earliest that the NFL has made tickets available to the general public. About 9,000 tickets will be available through the company on-location experiences. The Super Bowl is scheduled to be played February 5th, 2017 in Houston. Wow, Amanda and Jason, just a couple days away. Maybe I should start my Christmas clock. I don't know.
Yeah. There you go, exactly. And we got the Super Bowl coming to Southern California, LA, 2021. All right, very good. Thank you, Maribel. Time now for traffic and weather together. Let's now check in with Rob Bradley, tracking the forecast here from the Storm 130 Center. Hey, Rob.
Hey there, good morning. Looking at a nice start to the day out there. It was a nice day. There we go. Vast Lake Cam this morning looking pretty good. Partly cloudy skies out there, clear conditions otherwise. But we do have some clouds still lingering over the Central Valley this morning. Did have a few light showers in the Sierra earlier to start the day. Right now, just the clouds that are left over from the storm system that's starting to move into Southern California this morning, about to make its way into Los Angeles. That's why we're seeing the winds out of the east-northeast this morning above the Sierra, which is why those showers are moving to the west to start the day. They will move from the north to the south, though, through the afternoon as that low continues to transition onshore. It will keep us in the cooler temperatures the next day or two, at least below average anyway, in the upper 70s to low 80s. Before high pressure starts to move in for your Memorial Day weekend and really starts to warm things up as we get through your Saturday and Sunday. Futurecast today still brings in a few light showers, maybe one or two come off of the Sierra onto the valley floor, just some isolated drizzle possible this afternoon. Don't cancel any plans on the valley floor. Tomorrow we still see more showers and even a stray thunderstorm in the Sierra with a little bit more rain in the Sierra. Pop-up showers on Friday as well, with the shower chances starting to dwindle a little bit as we head into the weekend. We could see some serious rain over the next 3 days build up into at least the higher elevations of the Sierra, where some of the better rain might fall, with the thunderstorms possible through the next couple of afternoons. And with snow levels above 8,500 feet today, not 7,500, we could see around 3 to 6 inches of snow over the next several days for some of those higher elevations. As far as temperatures go, we do start to warm up after today. 79 for your Wednesday, 83 on Thursday. We're back up to 87 Friday, and possibly in the low 90s by the time we get to Sunday. Let's go get another check on those roads this morning with CHP officer Scott Jobbiger. How's it looking out there, Scott?
Hey Rob, things still looking good around the valley as we go out to that live traffic tracker right now. Your freeways here in Fresno are accident free, and county roads looking just as good this morning. No problems to report through the valley, and moving up to the Madera area. No problems in your neck of the woods as well. Freeways are accident free, and county roads looking good through Madera at this time. Take you for a live look at 99 and State Route 145, where traffic, as you can see, is looking good right now. Definitely watch for congestion to pick up as we approach the 8 o'clock hour in this area and around the valley, and drive safely. That's a look at your traffic, folks. I'll send it back to Jason and Amanda in the studio.
All right, Scott, sounds good. 6:51, straight ahead, those 5 things you need to know before you go.
Including the grass fire burning near Clovis that burned hundreds of acres overnight.
Plus, more breaking news. Live pictures now. This is from southeast Fresno. Another fire there that completely destroyed a home.
Action News is brought to you by Grupetti Automotive.
For the last 2 years, we've been making significant upgrades to our dealerships in order to provide our customers with a more comfortable experience. Those dealerships include Visalia Ford, Visalia Buick GMC, and Visalia Hyundai. We've also grown our inventories to better serve our customers. Our goal is to continue to get better, to keep growing, and to be your only automotive provider.
Grupetti Automotive on Ben Maddox Way and the 198 in Visalia. Count on us.
Here is a look at tonight's primetime lineup on ABC30.
Is that the new product brief? Why, yes it is. And she's got a strategy for this company that's gonna blow your mind.
Sometimes you just gotta let your glasses do the talking. At Stanton Optical, get 2 pairs of eyeglasses for $69 plus a free eye exam.
I rarely endorse candidates, but I'm making an exception for Nathan Magsick because he is an exceptional individual. I know Nathan, and I know his heart. He truly cares about our community, and he proves it every day in how he conducts his life, his business, and the decisions he makes as the mayor of Clovis. Nathan has the skills and experience to be a powerful force on the Board of Supervisors. Please join me in supporting Nathan Magsick for supervisor, because character counts.
Good things come in threes, like a triple threat pepperoni pizza from Me and Ed's with 3 different types of pepperoni. And right now you can get the triple threat or any large 3-topping pizza for just $11.95, only at Me and Ed's.
It's more than a Memorial Day at Selma Auto Mall's Millions to Lend event. Our exclusive partnership with Fresno County Federal Credit Union means the lowest rates we have ever offered. Cars starting at just $4,995. Net savings as high as $10,000. And payments starting at just $99 a month. Shop 10 brands with 1 sales rep at 1 location at Highway 99 and 43. Sale ends Monday. There's no other event like it in the Valley.
Is that the new product brief? Why, yes, it is. And she's got a strategy for this company that's going to blow your mind.
Sometimes you just got to let your glasses do the talking. At Stanton Optical, get 2 pairs of eyeglasses for $69 plus a free eye exam.
Action News time is now 6:54. The first thing you need to know before you go, fire officials are trying to figure out what caused a vacant home to burn to the ground in southeast Fresno this morning. 2 houses next door were damaged. One had minor damage. The other home had $60,000 in damage. The 2 people who lived there are being helped by the Red Cross.
Number 2 is also breaking news. An early morning grass fire scorched hundreds of acres northeast of Clovis. Action News reporter Vanessa Vasconcelos now joining us live with an update. Vanessa.
Yeah, we actually have a few fire crews that are leaving right now. I don't know if you can see right now coming down this road. This was their access point to the fire. Now, crews are still actively investigating the fire. It burned close to 300 acres here in Fresno County. Fire officials tell me they started getting the calls at about 1:30, but the fire had been burning for some time before that. Now, once again, a few engines have left, but there are still some holding back, monitoring any hot spots in the area. One structure was threatened, but fire crews were able to keep the fire contained to 287 acres. Fire officials tell me at this point they're trying to determine where the fire started as well as the cause.
Thanks, Vanessa. Number 3, Donald Trump will campaign in Fresno Friday, appearing at the convention center downtown at 10 a.m. Doors open at 7 a.m. You can find a link for ticketing information on our website and mobile apps.
And number 4, there's concern Donald Trump's visit could spark violence here in the Valley. Last night at an event in Albuquerque for Donald Trump, protesters there threw rocks and bottles, forcing officers to use pepper spray to break up the crowds.
And number 5, 2 local girls are in Washington, D.C. this morning competing in the Scripps National Spelling Bee. This is a live look right now at the competition, very intense. Now, both Anaya Vinay from Fresno and Samira Hussein from Porterville, they're still in it after successfully spelling in the second round. The finals air live on ESPN starting at 7 a.m. tomorrow.
All right, one final check of our weather now with Rob.
Oh, pretty nice day out there this morning. Another cool start, some partly cloudy to partly clear skies. Low pressure is keeping us in those cooler temperatures today. We'll send a few showers in the Sierra and foothills this afternoon, possibly a sprinkle on the valley floor. Mostly mid-50s as we roll into 7 o'clock. We're mostly in the upper 70s this afternoon with some isolated drizzle possible. Again, the foothills, the Sierra, decent chance to see some scattered showers today. 83 degrees tomorrow. We really start warming up after that, though. 87 by Friday. We're in the low 90s by Sunday. And just in time for Memorial Day, we're back closer to the mid-90s.
So we'll have to enjoy today's cool weather then.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, thanks, Rob. That does it for us. Good Morning America is next.
We'll see you again with more news, traffic, and weather at 7:25. Enjoy your Wednesday. Take care.